This is Rocky, the baby octopus I rescued a few months ago from what looked like an octopus fight ring. Playtime was going absolutely phenomenal, but I was not expecting it to end the way it did. Rocky really enjoys this toy boat, and the minute I put it in the tank, he climbs up into it and he just likes sitting in it and riding around with me pushing him, and he can literally do that for hours. So we came to the end of playtime and I told him, "Hey Rocky, it's time to get out of the boat," and he would not leave and kept begging to give him just a few more minutes. I gave in and I told him, "You can have 2 more minutes." I turned around to go get his food and I came back, the boat was empty and Rocky was on the floor. It was literally like a prison break, like he planned this whole thing out for me to turn around and him to take advantage of the lid being off the tank and climb right out. Now, if you've ever tried to take an octopus off the floor with your bare hands, you know that it's close to impossible. You definitely need like a cart or something to actually put underneath him and get him off the floor. Otherwise, he is stuck. I would say it's identical to trying to pick up wet glue off the floor. It's sticky, it's wet, you can't really get a hold of it, and it's just everywhere. Since octopuses have no bones and they're basically mush, the only way is to peacefully coax him onto my hand. I finally got him in my hand and I was like, "What the hell, Rocky? Like, why would you even do this?" He said, "Dad, it's been raining all week and it's finally sunny out today and I really just wanted to look out the window." He was starting to look a little dry, so I lowered him into the tank to kind of moisture him back up, and then I brought him to the window. And he just sat there all curled up in my hand, super peacefully, just staring out the window, watching the birds and enjoying the heat from the sun. I didn't want to keep him out too long, so I lowered my hand back towards the tank so he can scoot off, go into the tank, and actually enjoy the meal that I had dropped in there for him. But of course, he felt the water in the tank, and it's colder compared to the heat that he was getting from the sun. So he didn't want to get off. He just stayed there curled up in my hand for a few minutes, kind of taking it all in. At one point, he was even trying to convince me to put his tank outside, and I was explaining to him that the weather's not like this year round, and the tank has to stay where it is. His breathing normalized a bit, and his color got darker, and I knew it was time for him to go back into the tank. So I moved my hand closer to the glass, and he immediately just swam off and went into the tank. And just as he expected, there was a huge hermit crab waiting in the tank for him to give him a great big hug and welcome him back into the tank.